I can think of the funniest public vomit that I witnessed, and that was at the fair, the Mississippi Valley Fair.
Oh, yes, here we go.
And I was there with...
Guaranteed this was fair.
I was there with... This is
Guaranteed.
very unfair, but very of the fair.
The devil is in all of you!
Fucking headphones fell off.
Oh, that's the name of the episode. Very unfair. Very unfair. You bitch.
The Shug, Shane Hollister. Logan, Ineichen. Lyndon, Ehlers. Wrastlin with music and life for life.
Wrestling with Music and Life, episode 32. We're here on a Friday, and some of us may be fried on a Friday. Me, I wish I was, but I would think I died. And these guys wouldn't enjoy it very much when I had a panic attack and started crying.
I don't know.
Either way.
If that's what happened, that'd be totally worth having.
It'd probably be good for the tube, wouldn't it? So let's start it off in a Friday. A little fun. And we'll just do a game, because we don't ever do this shit.
Okay.
First and foremost, I want to say like and subscribe and comment down below, because I never do. And I'm going to try to do it in the beginning, and it's awesome that I just did that. And I'm going to self-high five. Diamond cutter.
That's not a high five. That's Barry Horowitz.
Self-high
No,
five.
self-high five was literally self-high five.
I know it was self-high five.
That's
but
Barry
I have a
Horowitz
beer in the hand, and I'm just going to do
it's the Barry Horowitz thing. He would always do that.
Well,
Barry Horowitz, like, Lindsay, like, who the fuck is that? He was a jobber from
Shuggy
the fucking
Horowitz.
90s who literally was just an underneath guy who constantly lost. But everybody still remembers him.
Shuggy Horowitz. Anyway.
If you watch YouTube, it is kind of that way. I like lose every single one of my fucking matches on YouTube.
I mean, at most,
man.
it
It's all
sounded
good.
like you knew what you were talking about. So I was just like, yeah.
Hey,
Barry Horowitz.
I would be
Cool.
okay with being an underneath guy if I made that kind of fucking money back then.
Fuck yeah.
Wouldn't give a shit.
Here's how the game goes. I'm just going to say a pro wrestler, obviously one Lyndon knows.
Right.
And you guys are going to say the genre. She'll go first each time, because you're going to be very like precise about this, Lyndon. I just know you.
This game is going to favor me, I can tell.
Well, you never know. I just want to know if,
Oh, you mean like
our
if-
minds are like-minded. I haven't even said what the game is. Hold on. I'm going to say a pro wrestler, and you're
Okay.
going to say a genre of metal
Yeah.
in general.
Oh, okay,
That comes to mind. Okay? All right. And you'll go first, Chug, because I know I'm curious to say what I want to know, if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking. This is just this is called team building and wrestling with music and life. Anyway, first wrestler. Let's go with the biggest. Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. I identify him with, like, I'd say this is kind of tough. If you look at the red and yellow and over the top in the time period, it was so 80s. It was so 80s hair metal almost.
Oh, yeah. A lot of these wrestlers
Like-
are going to have to be, because Lyndon only knows these.
I mean, but again, though, like,
I'll guess that you
Hogan
know
was a
some,
bass
but-
player in a fucking hair metal band when he got discovered.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So hair metal.
So he played bass, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think hair metal?
I would say, like, kind of the, like, hair metal genre. I would
glam metal.
little glam
The
metal.
problem with Hogan, and I'm just going to say this before, because I was like, fuck. I'm thinking of that time period, but he also went dark with NWO.
Well,
you know,
yeah,
so
that's what I'm talking.
it's
Like,
ah,
the
shit.
red and yellow.
Right.
That was that. But even then, I don't even know what I would describe him as. If the Hollywood Hulk Hogan, I don't know what I would.
I think
Lands.
I think you're on. I would have said the same thing. Like
hair metal?
80s glam metal, hair metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, for sure. Because I mean, Hollywood stuff, so many of those bands talked about, like, fucking hanging out at clubs and Sunset Strip and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
So
that would have been awesome.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and even when he did the Hollywood thing, that was more like when fucking Motley Crue did the Girls, Girls, Girls switch, and they were doing more leather, and it's
Right.
still it was still like the glam, but like edgier.
Kind of biker-ish.
Yes, it was biker-ish, and that's what fucking Hollywood Hogan was in NWO, was that switch.
Okay.
And those guys were fucking sleazeballs, and they treated people like shit. So he probably knew about that. So, like...
Hey, did you see him at your last show? I'm just kidding. Lord. Biker convention. Anyway. Okay, so that's good. This one kind of sucks, because in between... Well, I don't know. Roddy Piper.
That one is tough.
Metal genre.
Trying to think, man. That one's tough, man. I always see him in the fucking kilt.
I agree with both of you guys on the first one.
Okay.
I actually said that in my mind too.
I always I always think of Roddy Piper and the kilt and the being brash. I would say, I wouldn't even say his attitude was more punk. Like the way he approached things.
Right.
Was more punk style.
Maybe we revise it to metal, but like rock, I guess. Because,
right.
I mean,
some of these are going to be bringing up some rock memories, but I'd also say, I thought Roddy Piper was a pioneer. I thought Roddy Piper was a fucking edgy person.
He was, yes.
So, anyway.
Yeah, but like that's what the punk style was too, is in your face and brash. And revise
it maybe to a band specific.
I thought about that too.
Yeah, okay.
But a band would be kind of tough.
You say Sex Pistols.
Sex Pistols?
Yeah, a little bit,
You could say any UK punk band, really, that was like earlier punk band.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
I think it matched his attitude and his way he approached pro wrestling, and he wasn't afraid to get heat. Like, shit he was doing back then, obviously would have got him canceled now. Like, he purposely did fucked up stuff that Lyndon probably doesn't know anything about.
No.
He was in Mexico and grabbed the bagpipes and said that he was going to do the Mexican national anthem, and he started playing La Cucaracha and got all the fucking heat in the world, and used to wear a shirt that say "White is right" to the ring, and people have tried to stab him and kill him.
He was
like
ahead of
fucking
his time.
crazy.
White is right.
Oh,
on the right, apparently. According to every news source, so he was right.
Nice save.
Yeah.
Jeez, I was like, you were about to just cancel us right there. That was it.
I think we'll be okay because nobody gives a fuck.
No, people care.
They care so much. Care.
Certain words can really just affect a lot of sissified Tweety birds. Chill out, it's not a dick.
So what was it? What was the band? Sex Pistols?
Yeah, well, in the UK, like, Sex Pistols and fucking, who else was...
Ramones?
No, Ramones were not UK. They were from the United States.
Okay.
I can't remember where the Ramones were from, but like that, the Ramones attitude was a little... It was still punk, but like...
They're East Coast, for sure.
Yeah. But like... Yeah, I would say his attitude was more like Lyndon. I agree. Like that whole UK punk scene, like that was like his approach. I would say is pretty damn fucking close to the way he acted with his attitude.
Yeah,
but he also wore a fucking kilt.
Metal subgenre. I could have said like folk metal or something because of the kilt, but there aren't really like a whole lot of Scottish like themed metal bands that I know of. Or
they're more punk. That's more of a punk thing too. Also,
that's true. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, you didn't really think about this, did you?
No, I think he did. I think he didn't really have
this one. No, I didn't think about this one.
What's the next one?
Yeah. I kind of know. I kind of like this.
Boring.
No, it's just I kind of like to know where we're going.
I would say the next wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the next thing we're doing? No, I'd say the next one for sure. Let's just kind of get into the modern age, but not really because it's a spanning thing. Another guy, I guess. Let's just say The Rock.
The Rock. If we narrowed him down to a genre, fucking A.
Man, The Rock.
So originally I was like metal genre, and then because that makes it a little bit more of a game. Mm-hmm, and now I'm like, because last one was like, well, fuck, I guess punk, which isn't. So now we're in a different
metal,
genre.
But, I mean, it's still like
I would say, I guess whatever genre. And then that kind of just screws everything up because it's like, duh.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't know how.
In my opinion, The Rock.
I want to hear what you have to say.
Would be Elvis Presley because he did Elvis Presley's like songs.
Yeah, he played like,
but then he
guitar
literally he sang them.
Yeah,
and then that's his cadence is Elvis.
Oh yeah.
Baby. Oh, you know, he had that fucking cadence. But as a metal genre, if I'm just saying, like, I would say The Rock is a classic, and he'd be classic metal or just metal.
Traditional
metal.
metal.
You know, Metallica, Pantera, that's rock.
That's
Wait.
no.
That's definitely not.
You just named a thrash band and like a modern metal band like Pantera. Like,
Well,
Yeah,
here's what sucks
Pantera
is they changed themselves a lot. So what I'd say is metal is like the Black Album is metal. Like they didn't do too much thrashing.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
very
that
slow.
was-
they're a thrash band. Metallica's never not been a thrash band.
They're a thrash band.
That's, I mean, like,
So-
the Black Album is a thrash album.
Well,
still.
to me, then I guess he's thrash because he's the big four, The Rock.
Okay. Yeah, because he's okay. Man, that's fucking. It's still in the air of how I look at somebody and
Bill Collins.
like
You know,
Yeah.
here's what I would say. If you're gonna pick wrestlers,
Yeah.
like Roddy Piper was a good one.
Yeah.
You need to pick wrestlers that have more of a visual style than The Rock.
Yeah, because The Rock just wore a fucking.
The Rock is a personality.
He didn't have a fucking eyebrow that raised.
Okay, but he
That's the
also
most
not
he
gonna
also
thing
wore
that's ever happened
he
ever.
wore fucking breakaway sweatpants
You're talking
sometimes,
about-
and fucking dress shoes and dress pants.
You're
and-
comparing
yeah.
people to metal subgenres. You're looking at very specific, unique characteristics.
Okay, I'll do an easy one.
So-
Edge and Christian
There we go.
in the
Okay.
Brood.
Oh,
with
in the
Gangrel.
Brood, that was fuck.
Ding, ding,
Oh,
ding.
dude, it's the coolest entrance ever, and the music was so fucking cool, dude. Nobody had a cooler fucking entrance, dude.
Right.
It was so rad.
Yeah.
And then when they did the transition with the Hardy Boys doing that entrance too, where the Hardy Boys were with Gangrel. I don't know, the whole thing. I mean, it's not.
They literally had a bloodbath.
Yeah, I know, but it's
Okay.
not fucking metal. But it also reminded
That's
me
metal
of.
as fuck.
Yeah, I mean it's metal. No, I meant like what I'm getting ready to say is like they just reminded me of like what the Lost Boys would have been if they were fucking pro wrestlers. Like the whole vampire thing and the look and
So
like
they're synthwave?
maybe
Or just
fucking
like
I don't
80s
know.
pop?
Like well, I mean those guys.
What's Lost Boys
If
to
you
you?
watch the Lost Boys, they looked like a fucking hair metal band.
Yeah, they kind of.
Oh, okay.
They really did.
kinda
All
look
of them
like-
did.
Well, fuck.
Kinda
I can
mix
just say
like
hair metal for
bands and
everything
kinda
then.
punk kind of.
yeah, like a.
Yeah, but I mean, you're also
Game over.
You're only gonna know like 6 of like 15 subgenres that exist. Also,
Right.
You know, you're not gonna be able
Well,
to get really specific.
I tried to make a game. It failed.
Well, you tried. So hey,
I was gonna
Logan
say-
tried.
I was gonna say, what'd you say, Edge?
Edge and Christian.
was trash. I
yeah.
don't remember him, but I remember Edge.
Yeah.
I would have said Edge is thrash. He looks thrash.
He was pretty
yeah.
thrash when he first came out
Kinda
on his
has that
own, and like
attitude.
the whole. He actually was silent when they first brought him in. Is the whole character didn't talk and he was quiet, but he was full of fucking rage.
Ooh, Mankind.
Oh, okay. Man,
Otherwise known as
what was-
Mick Foley. but-
Grindcore.
Oh, that's actually fucking on, bro. With the mask and the way he
And
fucking
just unhinged.
And then like there were times where he was like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
and he would scream and shit,
Yeah.
dude. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
perfect. That was okay. Lyndon takes the cake. That's the fucking winner right there. Grindcore is
Next
on,
one.
fucking on.
Shug goes first. The Undertaker.
See, this is tough though because how many different
I don't think that one's
personalities?
tough for me.
Well, I mean, if
it's a
we took
metal
it,
genre.
if we took old school Undertaker, like that's still.
I guess you want to think of it in like the prime Undertaker prime.
Well, which is like Prime Undertaker, where he was the fucking man, was the dead man, and he was using.
Yeah, that's what the one we're talking about. Not
fucking-
the fucking American Badass Kid
That's
Rock
the one
guy.
I was getting ready to fucking
You were
bring
thinking
up,
Kid Rock.
or him coming out
Which
to
would be,
Rollin', him
Rock.
coming out to fucking
Limp Bizkit,
Limp
new
Bizkit
metal?
Rollin'.
He was new metal.
He was
as
new
fuck
metal
for a
as
while.
fuck.
Holy shit! rolling.
but when he was in the Ministry,
Yeah,
that shit was
that
some
shit was
like
fucking-
dark.
doom metal.
That
was
Ministry
doom metal. That was
Ministry.
like slow,
Undertaker
methodical
was fucking
metal.
yeah, bro. He
Not
was.
to say it was good. Doom metal's not good. I didn't give a fuck about it. I liked Stone Cold at the time.
I just
and
heard you were talking about Ministry, but you're not talking about the band.
No. It was like that was the name of the group.
they were called the
Where they
Ministry of
actually
Darkness.
like had to take Undertaker's symbol and crucify Steve Austin.
Bro, they literally crucified a guy.
I could go with doom metal for Undertaker.
Because he is slow and methodical. That's like his whole thing. That's his gimmick.
But there was a thing that was brought up about people talking to Steve Austin. Steve Austin would be like, "What would you call Undertaker?" And they were like, he was like, "He's metal, man. That's metal. That's metal." And he goes, "Really?" Because he knows Undertaker personally and knows that Taker don't listen to. I don't think Taker listens to a lot of metal music.
Probably country or something.
He's a fucking country guy.
Yeah,
like he's a country boy. So
he's Texan.
I could feel like he's one of those guys that just listens to like Johnny Cash.
Oh, I bet.
Waylon Jennings or something.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
It's like that's all wrong.
That's why. That's what Steve Austin was like.
Black.
He ain't country.
What's his name? Fuck. He has like strip clubs and shit. He came to SCW, the wrestler.
Godfather? Who are you talking about?
Godfather. Like his best bud.
Yeah, we didn't have him at SCW. He was just here. He came because he went to Lopez, yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm sure he fucking ate free the entire time there because they love pro wrestling and it's constantly on the fucking
Mo
screen.
told the story.
Yeah.
Again, Stevie Mo, we got to have you on. You were fucking awesome. And I can't wait to put
and
the
he's a
extra
huge fucking wrestling fan.
Stevie Mo, because there's some spicy shit on the extras. Haven't got to it yet, folks. I put the latest extra. We'll get to that anyway.
I still think that Tinderella fucking name is fucking hilarious, dude. That is so fucking funny.
I didn't tell the story, and I almost wanted. I wanted to ask Stevie Mo. Hey, buddy, do you remember the last time I seen you at the?
I bet he don't remember. I bet he barely remembers.
Man, his eyes, dude, you weren't even seeing anything, bro.
He was gone.
Your eyes didn't exist. No, you were fucking awesome. Obviously, you were feeling no pain, or again, you were just having some type of way at that
time, man.
And it was great. And we got to see Colbster do a spot right in front of us, and I'm pretty sure he did it on purpose. Thank you, Colbster, by the way, because that was very entertaining. And, again, great event. I really didn't get to talk about it. But I want to say, though, just being at that, the inspirato that you get from that, live shows in general. I go see
it doesn't matter what it is.
I'm like, fuck.
Even like you go to I mean, hopefully we have Wayne on next week. You go to a stand-up, stand-up show, and you're just like, dude, it's, first off, we've already talked about it. That's the scariest fucking thing I could ever think of doing.
Right.
Is getting up on a stage and trying to make somebody laugh.
By yourself.
I did an open mic one time because I was drunk. And it was the only way I could fucking do it. Yeah, it was the only way. And I just got talked into like going up, and it was fucking horrific.
What's really funny
is I love stand-up comedy.
I wish I was there, Lance.
Yeah, dude.
I wish I was there because I probably would have laughed, even if you didn't say anything.
You would have been the only one. You would have been the only one.
You would have been like, so anyway. Because you said you were drunk.
He wasn't fucking drunk. He wasn't hammered.
I wasn't Second Street drunk.
Well, I was at West 2nd Street, and there was a tree in that fucking kitchen. I'm going, what the fuck, right?
And that story is all about you guys being drunk. I wasn't even drunk. I just woke up in the morning, and there was a tree in the kitchen.
I know, that's funny.
It is.
That joke's really good. You ever woke up in the morning and there's a tree in your kitchen and it didn't come from the outside naturally?
I'll just tell you what.
There was,
in that kitchen was...
You couldn't see from the kitchen door to the windows in the kitchen. It was like... Right. It was like The Last of Us. It was like nature had started to take over, and I'm like half asleep standing there.
Swamp Thing just took over the kitchen.
Looking at this fucking tree.
Pickle. Rejuvenate the bitch.
I think I went to work and I came home later and there was still just leaves all over the floor, but the tree was gone. It's like, oh, good.
And then you made like a tree and leafed.
Leafed. Fuck.
I leave for work.
He goes, what time is it? It's too early for this shit.
It's probably fucking Snortsky time, man.
Fucking A.
With that nose ring, they're probably just jam-packed in that motherfucker, huh?
It doesn't, you can snort anything with a nose ring. It doesn't affect it.
No.
Everybody keeps asking.
Yeah, I know, but it sticks there for you.
Well, his is a lot. I mean, obviously, his is through the middle.
First of all, okay.
He's getting
Clearly, you've never snorted anything. Use a straw or use some sort of apparatus where it goes into the back of your head.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Nostril.
It's just going to pass all that stuff.
Nice.
So...
That's awesome.
I could have a nose ring the size of Emily's, and it's fucking fine. So I can still
What
snort
if you guys got
Shugs.
locked?
The Chicago Bowl.
And then you like had to call the cops. Would you feel embarrassed?
No, I think that would be pretty cool.
That's in a movie, but it was with a cock
really?
ring. Do you don't remember this?
What movie?
It was a movie called like The Sweetest Thing, where a girl was giving
That sounds
her
familiar.
man head, and his fucking Prince Albert got stuck in the back of her throat.
Oh.
And so they had to convince her to hum to get it free in the movie. I'm like, okay, that's fucked, but it's hilarious.
It's like a
at the same
Hummer
time.
joke.
That movie with
I like
like
that.
Cameron Diaz.
Yep, Cameron Diaz, and what was her name?
The chick from Married with Children, isn't it?
Christina Applegate, yeah. And then the one who that was given head is the one who was in the original Hellboy movies. What's her name? Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is she like the fire girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
Yes, it
remember.
was her.
I can't remember her name either off the top of my
But
head.
she's good. I mean, I don't know. I thought she was good looking in that movie. I'm like, that's cool.
She should have been the crap.
It must have been in there pretty
far.
far to get stuck.
I don't know if that can happen. It's probably not a thing that can happen.
Probably
They
not.
probably tried. They
Probably
probably
not.
right did it and go like, yeah, whatever.
They were just like, let's just make this completely over the top, goofy shit.
Mark the Shug impressed.
She wins.
I mean, like my nose ring and Emily's would never get hooked together because like we both.
There's no opening, yeah.
There's no. You just mine's a latch and hers. You literally have to take apart with an Allen wrench.
Holy fuck!
Like
really?
hers is actually hers is
Wow.
like bigger than mine, like gauge wise, and it's actually meant for a Prince Albert piercing.
Holy
Oh, wow.
shit!
Like, it was
so it's like
custom.
that's
Nice.
big enough to go around a
it's,
cock.
It's like fucking huge.
Wow.
Well, no, it's
Probably Lyndon's cock.
Or at least
really-
like
it
through the
goes
head or
through,
whatever.
But it's like a 4 gauge or something. So it's
Holy
like
fuck.
it's like that fucking big around.
Jesus.
But she doesn't wear it all the time because it's so heavy. She just wears a fucking just a placeholder for the.
I was gonna say, yeah, like that would feel like at one point you'd feel like your kind of nose is being pulled down. With that.
Yeah. Well, it's like you'll see a lot of people that have like a septum piercing and it droops way down, and it's because at one point they probably had it stretched so far and it was such heavy jewelry that it did like pull the whole shebang down. And then, like, whatever reason, you don't wear that anymore. You wear something smaller, and everything just dangles, and it's weird and gross. And
I have so many jokes right now,
hang on.
YouTube, and I'm just gonna avoid them all.
I have a story. We just talked about that story
Yes,
of
go
like
ahead.
the Prince Albert, like the head getting like whatever. So, anyways, there's a story of buddy of that we all went to school with. His name's Shane. He used to gauge his tongue out, and I was like, dude, why would you do that? And he goes, you ever watch baseball players that have the weight on the bat and they swing?
Yeah.
And then when they don't have that weight, it swings faster.
yeah, you train yourself to,
Oh, okay.
or you could just get good at it, like a real man.
right?
So he can lick penis faster. I get it. That's cool. Good job, bud. I don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking about yourself?
No, I'm
'Cause your
pretty
name's
sure.
Shane.
I'm pretty sure he's been with some pretty hot chicks, and I know a few of them. So
Oh,
I had my tongue pierced.
I don't know
for
what he's talking
6
about.
months, not even. It was like 6 weeks. I had my tongue pierced. It's gross.
right.
and I always
the
feel like people
weirdest piercing.
never
I
get
only have my
over
ear
that
pierced,
lisp
but go ahead. Yeah.
period.
Yeah, you do. You
well,
do. It's-
some of them do, some of them don't, and it just seems like they have it forever now.
Yeah,
may
some
have
of
just
them
had
say,
a lisp on
listen to me when I'm talking to you.
Jesus Christ! Really?
I'm gone.
Yeah,
I'm
really
gone in 30
lisping
minutes.
to it.
Fucking A.
I know. You should start yawning again, Lance. Anyway. Or
say
take a
it,
good
you're gonna do
upper.
Don't say that.
Upper decker. Anyway, so, again, man, I was making this. I didn't want to say this, but earlier I got to say I'm a little bitch because I was recording vocals for this project that I've been doing, Titanium Utopia. I hope nobody checked it out. Nobody did. So I'd be correct. And
I think some people listen to it when I posted it.
oh, fuck yeah.
Because I have like people that pay attention to what I post.
Yeah.
So it seemed like you probably
See?
got some,
Nice.
but so
They're probably the wrong type of people I don't want.
What? They're metal people. I'm
No.
assuming.
boy, oh boy,
I
you
mean-
better just delete your shit off Spotify then, son.
They probably just have a nice stink to them. Like a stink cloud that I like. Anyway, so
I'm so confused.
Just being fucking weird. So, I was screaming, doing death metal and shit, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to stop this. And I haven't done it for a really long time. And the moral of the story, and this is with everything in life, if you haven't done something for a really long time, you fucking suck. Like,
oh yeah.
If you haven't practiced something, and again, a lot of people don't think of a vocal cord as an actual instrument.
Well, if you don't, then obviously you're not fucking a very smart person.
No, we might educate them. I think that's a big debate. I would say my side of it is you have to, especially if you're very consistent with whatever you do. If you're a person singing, if you're a person screaming, if you're a person doing death metal, if you're really consistent with it, there's a technique, and then there's also consistency and just practicing and making your vocals do that. So like for me earlier, my embarrassment was that I used to be able to do that for days. I think, Lyndon would attest, even as a young buck, because we were recording, and I did it for like 8 hours straight. And Steve Ripley's like, you should have a voice right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And that's a very well-educated human that went to Berklee School of Music.
Yeah, but we were also kids. I mean,
Yeah, but I practiced
definitely
all the
bounce
time,
back
though.
faster,
You know what I mean? I practiced all the time. Like, I would literally just do death metal all the time, or black metal, or whatever I heard, hours. And when I was by myself, or if I was driving, just like I'm sure you guys do, everybody belts when they drive.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I don't do that ever. Actually. I don't sing while I drive, unless I go.
Really? Never.
Like I'll sing, but I don't do like harsh vocals.
Oh yeah, I might be with Lyndon on that too. I try to sing. I don't know how to fucking sing. That's why I do it in the car. So if anybody pulls up next to me, you're like, that guy's fucking tone deaf.
they're like, we need to see that.
Somebody just records me like, holy shit, get this guy singing lessons.
But no, I mean, again, for me, yes, in my car, I belt, I sing, I make sure, and again, I'm not like cranking it. I want to hear myself, so maybe I'm not belting. Belting, by the way, is a technical term, which just means that you're going above your register. So maybe you're actually screaming instead of doing a
Jesse Leach, who didn't have any technique when they're fucking recording.
Yeah, he really screwed himself, and he lost his voice. And, for me, I've been doing it for so long that I shouldn't have that. But then I took off like a while now, like 6 months maybe, since I've like actually sat and like started to do a scream. And holy shit, within like the first few bars of me re-recording, I go, oh fuck, I have to stop because I have to do a podcast. and
in the business, we call that ring rust.
Yes, I had ring rust with my voice. Hilarious. What is it? What is it? I guess vocal rust, maybe. Yeah, vocal rust. Maybe that sounds like
just rust.
That sounds like
general.
that would be a QC rock band that's still playing.
Rust.
Hey, we're vocal rust. Meet us at the fucking lamplighter. That's
an
Is that a real place?
That is a real bar.
It's a real place.
I just knew that,
dude.
it was a real place. I was
You
gonna
used to
make
go
sure.
there with
I was gonna
Rob.
make it
Been
seem
there
like
with
something.
you,
I
yeah.
We
fucked
went there
you
with
guys.
Rob because he had the hots for one bartender that she worked there. So we all went.
Yeah. And I remember that because it was like, why the fuck did we drive all the way out
All the
here?
way out to fucking Walcott.
Let's go, bro.
It's not that. I mean, it wasn't that bad. They would do gas chambers out there.
Oh yeah.
They would do any kind of like illegal fucked up shot. I was like, you do a gas chamber? And they're like, fuck yeah, you're in Walcott.
Yes.
Like,
For
You
those
don't give
of
a
you guys who
fuck.
don't know a gas chamber,
Oh god.
go ahead and set it. You can
so
tell the story, Chip. Go ahead,
guess I'll say because I've done more than anybody at this point.
I haven't done one since I was in my 20s. Dude. Like for real.
Oh, yeah. At that time,
I'm
I
good
did
on
so
that.
many.
I don't think I'll ever do it again.
No, you will on this show.
We'll do it live.
Yeah,
We'll do it with Wayne here.
Well, if we're going to do a true gas chamber, I think we got to invite Sean Tipton.
Oh, yeah.
Shit,
Sean
a true
over.
bartender of the Dells.
By the way, he still is on top of wanting to go to shows all the fucking time.
Okay,
Hits me up.
Yeah,
so
go back.
a gas chamber.
Yeah.
So it's either it has to be 100 proof. Either we always do it either Sambuca
That's
or
the Sambuca's one that I always remember
or
that black
Goldschlager.
licorice.
I did it with Goldschlager.
Yeah.
You want a real pain.
I had that one as well that night.
Oh yeah, it's like huffing well, Goldschlager. But it's like so it's if you want to try this at home, and if you're under the age of 21, you should try it at home.
Do it, Lyndon.
I'll show you.
I'll show you how it's done.
I probably know your parents. So you need a shot glass, not plastic, because you're gonna light this on fire. You light the shot on fire. You need a straw. Again, because it's a glass,
right? And
we've seen people take them without using the straw, and it gives you a permanent smile, which is awful. And you take the shot, you light the shot, and then you let the alcohol vapor collect in another glass
and cover it,
and then you cover that up, and then you blow the fire out on the shot. You take the shot up with the straw. You take the same straw and stick it in the glass, and you huff all that alcohol vapor that collected in the glass. And it is a hot burn.
Lightheaded instantly. Who was it that we had a friend who? It was fucking Ben. Ben huffed it and then literally fell fucking backwards.
I thought it was Shit Freak. I thought it was Mikey Shit Freak.
Oh no, yeah, it was Mikey.
That's why I did it, because I was like, I want to see if that'll happen to me, and it didn't.
Didn't either.
Because I wasn't as drunk. You have to be really drunk.
Fucking Mike was gone. Destroyed. It was his bachelor party, right?
Like, I don't fucking know. Probably not.
No, his bachelor party was when I first did one.
Oh yeah,
that's when, because it was a few weeks before that you guys had been Sean did it for you. And that's where everybody came to know it as a thing.
Legit.
Mike fucking literally back bumped onto the fucking bars.
I mean, because
Sean told him that he was likely going to pass out right after he did it, and he went up and he was trying to dance, and he fucking passed out.
Oh, dude.
This is a story you guys told me.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit. Remember than we do.
Yeah, I do.
Sucks.
Well, I was, dude, every time we went to the Dells, I was gone.
R.I.P. Dells.
I was there. I was there for the only time I'd remember. We were there for 20 minutes to me. We were there for 4 hours. I was gone. It was over.
I just remember
as a fucking walking corpse.
Well, yeah, for sure, death. For sure, death. I don't even know how we made it into the next bar every time. If anything,
we never fucking left.
I was going to say, what else was there?
No, we'd leave sometimes and just go to another bar.
Oh, for Mike to go dance like a fucking idiot by himself on the floor.
Well, he could dance upstairs.
That's where I flung a beer all over a chick up there. By accident.
Oh, fuck you.
By accident. No, it was...
I know a gas chamber, you bitch.
I don't know if I had done a gas. I had probably done a gas. I definitely had Malort that night.
Malort.
And everybody had gone upstairs, and I'm not usually one to like dance unless I'm like highly inebriated.
My God.
Yes.
That was the best Lyndon.
That was the second street where Lyndon was like, "You don't listen to Lady Gaga? The fuck's wrong with you?" And then you fucking put on Lady Gaga, and I was like, "This shit is fucking awesome."
No, if Lyndon ever went to Dell's, I would make sure that we get him to a certain point. We'd go upstairs, just right up there. They have a dance floor, and then nobody would be there at a certain point. We'd got there.
Oh, we were there fucking when bars open.
We'd literally be knocking on the glass sometimes, and they're still closed.
Dude, there were times that we would go there at 6 p.m., and I'd be gone by fucking 7 p.m. I'm like, come here, this.
Here's the thing. No, Lyndon would be there, and we would go upstairs, and I remember I'd say, "Hey, Lady Gaga," and then
well, it was that's a funny picture, but it would have been Alejandro.
Oh yeah,
it would have been Alejandro.
Oh yeah,
don't let me go,
because that's why I was there, and that's what I was doing up there. And like, I heard one of you guys calling for me, like, "Come on, I think we ended up going to the daiquiri factory.
Oh God,
which is where I did actually get removed from later that night. But I spun around because somebody was yelling for me, and my beer just went, and it was just a belt of beer that just like slapped this chick. Like, I don't know if I wasn't dancing with her; she was just right by me, and I spun around. I was like, "Bleh," and it's just right across. I mean,
it sounded like a German word.
It seemed like an action she wasn't too unfamiliar with. But
oh God.
I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." She's like, "It's okay." She just like walked away. And I was like, oh, how?
Dude, if it would have hit her in the face and like ruined her makeup, can you imagine if she just doesn't give a fuck until she goes to the bathroom? She's like, what the fuck happened to me?
Probably. But then we went to it wasn't the daiquiri factory. It was a place that I don't think is there anymore.
Okay.
But I kept talking to this,
Tilt?
I can't remember. I peed all over the bathroom that night. And I kept talking to this guy who was a magician, and I wouldn't leave him alone.
Was it Jake the Mistake?
No.
Jake does magic?
Yeah. He magically disappears from a band when Lyndon plays on it.
Oh, wow.
Hey, he said I didn't roast him enough. And apparently...
Oh, dude, I watched where he said that I was the worst. I was like, how the fuck was I the worst? It wasn't even that bad. Like, I was like...
Oh, wow.
I didn't see any of this. What are you talking about?
He said that you were... Anyway,
apparently, I'm the one who fucking burned him the most.
For not fucking doing a real promo. Apparently, the promo that you cut was nice.
Yeah, and I was the shithead. I was the piece of shit in the fucking whole episode. I'm like, Lyndon was like, hey, listen, I fucking win.
I did.
I was like, yeah, what the fuck? I don't know. Somehow I was the burn.
So what else happened that night? You remember? You got kicked out.
I knocked a beer over or something on the bar, and they're like, you gotta go. I was like, all right, yes, I do, and I had to go pee. And I peed, and I just windmilled all over the bathroom. I was like, I ain't fucking coming back here again. And walked out of there like, all right, I'm doing my responsible thing, and I'm leaving. I think that was the night that we went back across the river, and we were at Kilkenny's again, and then I just disappeared and drove home blacked out.
I can't believe it.
That was the same night I was knocking
Lyndon
stop signs over.
Lyndon just said it. Some nights they say you're out. Lyndon said you're in. Everywhere.
Thinking about getting that drunk again, it just makes me sick.
Oh, dude, you feel excited, right? Because you think about how cool that was.
No. Like,
how wasn't that not cool?
It was cool at the time, I guess.
It was cool for me then. Yeah, absolutely.
But think about it now,
I don't.
But you'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to be in bed for fucking 4 days.
Oh, dude. And I was like at least a whole day. That was a morning where I woke up and I vomited in my bed and then just laid back down in it.
Man.
Like I just scooched up. I scooched up so my face wasn't in it, and I just laid my chest, my arms right back down in it. It was so warm, and I just fell asleep, and I woke up like 2 hours later.
I believe that's called the puke cuddles.
It was,
oh my God.
Been there.
It was.
As long as you don't get the bed bugs, you'll be okay.
Nesting. Sure. And it was just like waking up knowing I had blacked out and I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Trying to stab us that
but I knew I was home.
Cool.
My car keys were sitting right there on my desk, like across from where I was
like the car keys in the wallet. And
everything was there, so I was like, everything's okay. And I just fucking barfed, and it was just like red and orange fucking acid. And I laid down in it, and I went back to sleep.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
Vitamins in there.
I'm gonna tell you this much. You guys have never heard Lyndon throw up. It's metal as fuck. It's metal as fuck.
Yeah, they have. They listen to
it's loud, like literally fucking screaming while he fucking throws up. It's like, bro, you can't just throw up without going.
Oh, shut up when you're puking!
I would wake Josh up with vomiting.
Oh yeah, you would wake me up too.
I'd come out, I'd open the door, and I'd just be like. You know, like I just got done fucking. I'm just like, I just in the doorway, and Josh would open his. You'd hear his door open, and he'd stick his head out, be like, and he'd just stare at me, and I'd just shake my head. He'd be like, we shut the door. And that was it.
Because he knew that you were a good boy. You did your job. You did your fucking job. He did his job, bitch.
Oh my God!
He followed through. Okay,
dude. The most metal throw up I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know if it sounds like that anymore. I don't vomit like that.
That's because who wants to fucking feel like that, dude? Like, that's terrible.
Yeah, I don't drink like that anymore. I haven't vomited from puke. From the last time I vomited from drinking was when we were in Denver to play that show, and I had just drank like 2 beers right when we got into town, and the altitude fucked me up, and I woke up in the middle of the night and just had to go outside and vomit.
I think you had to puke either way.
Yeah.
Because I did too when I went to Colorado my first time.
It sucked. It sucked so bad. But I mean, so let's say that doesn't even count. I can't remember the last time I woke up.
Did you puke so hard that time that you lost your skin? You were skinless?
Why are you saying this shit? Nobody's gonna get those fucking references.
Well, I'm sorry. It's just me and you and him. Come on.
Yeah,
nobody
but
else is here, you bitch.
Yeah.
And if they want to be here, they have to make sure that they
can listen to the episodes.
Wayne.
Where's it going with that?
Trevor. Johnny Wisdom. Oh shit! I forgot. Sorry, Johnny. I didn't even text you because I don't want your wisdom on here yet.
He said Sundays, anyways. He told us Sundays.
Yeah, Sunday's
By the way,
a day for him.
We switched it up, and again, there's a lot.
Wayne is trying to be here next Friday. I talked to him, so
I mean, was it humorous?
I'm sure it will be fucking hilarious.
Is he Hugh Morris, the WCW wrestler that did a moonsault when he was 500
What else
pounds?
was his name?
One of the greatest wrestling names.
He
of all
had
time.
another name. It was something about enormous. General Enormous.
God, I love that. That's what I call
really,
my
bro.
penis.
Fucking.
I like the addition of general. Like that doesn't. It's not even necessary. It could have just been enormous.
Right.
Anytime I give somebody a nickname now, there's gonna be general in front of it. Just to add that extra spice. Not only are you enormous, but you're like the highest ranked one too.
Love it.
The general.
So you never woke up at West 2nd Street loving the fact that you got a bowl of water, puked in it, and
and then you
felt
record
revived?
me putting my head in my own throw up and fucking put it on Facebook or MySpace or whatever it was.
Well, it was my space, so I could do whatever I wanted with it at the time.
It was your room. Yes.
Tom never gave a fuck. Tom told me
He didn't.
next time.
He didn't have bullshit fact checkers. Suck my ass.
Try to get him to eat some of it next time.
He's the top 8, more like get him in the top puke and put his head in the bowl.
Oh my god!
What a great time, though,
Fucking
to be
top
alive.
8.
You know, you have to think about it. We had a group of folks that regularly, I mean, pretty much every weekend, I would say, went out and had ourselves a good time. You said gas chamber, but I remember the other shots, and Malort, you brought up earlier, was the one that we did as it was like, hey, you want to be in the group? Now you're in the group.
Yeah, I have a shot of my lord.
Oh,
By the way, that's a Chicago, like, it's like a thing. Like, hey, you're wrestling in Chicago, you're playing Chicago.
Wrestling knows what Malort is.
Those guys do. Oh, for sure. And then AAW.
Did they bring it in the back?
Oh, dude, I don't think anybody in CSW drinks Malort. And, like, at the place they perform at, I don't even know if they have it there. But, like, in AAW, because of Dan Lawrence, he was like, that was the guy who fucking showed everybody.
Right.
He was like, you want to wrestle Chicago? You want to be one of the boys? Take a shot of this. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And that was where it all fucking started.
Let me also just say, when you're sitting at a bar, now you were in the back, but
it was a bar. I mean, the Eagles Club, there is a bar back there.
We're sitting at a bar with Sean Tipton, and I thought it was before that, so maybe you already.
No,
did it
I had
before.
already taken shots of Malort way before you fucking guys.
Okay. When we are told that, hey, do you want to take a free shot? We go, fuck yeah.
Oh.
And then you see everybody's face, and they look like what are the hyenas and fucking Lion King. They're like, and you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna be great.
Except they're all from Chicago, so they're like,
Yes.
No, these are Quad Cityans.
Or they had already.
Oh, yeah.
They're like
I
they had
took
already
my
been
first
like, I've already
Malort
done
at
this.
Dell's.
I can't wait to watch you do this.
That's what I love when I go to Chicago, or if I do something and somebody brings up Malort, and they're like, "Oh, it's good, it's so bad," and I'm just like, "Bro, I've had
So many shots
more
of it.
shots of this shit than I can count. It doesn't. I barely even taste it anymore.
Well, and
I've had worse than Malort.
Here's what's worse.
Yeah,
Here's what's worse.
Clear, I tell you that.
I'll tell you. Here's what's worse than Malort is when you get your bill and you're broke and you go, oh, fuck, Sean. He goes, you want to do a shot of Malort? I'll erase it. Yeah. And then you do one, even though you told yourself you'd never do none. You son of a bitch.
Remember, Sean would just always, Sean just loved to fuck with us. I mean, like when me and bro used to go to Icons.
Oh, yeah.
On like Wednesdays.
Dude, great
times. We'd go on Wednesdays. And Sean would do. Oh, I'm burping. We would do the Rumpelmans and El Yucateca, like the green El Yucateca.
Your breath smells great.
Oh, man, dude.
Dude, that shit. Rumpelmans fucks your world up. That's some strong
You can tell your mic towards you.
Like, I like Rumpelmans, though. Yeah. Everybody's like, people.
No, I do too.
Is people's opinion, are people's opinions shitty of that more so because of how much it fucks you up or the taste? I
would say it's how much it fucks you up. Yeah, I would say. But not the taste. I mean, it's like.
It's just peppermint.
Yeah. I mean, even taking a regular shot of what everybody's like, oh, just give me a menthol. It's like a fucking, peppermint schnapps. Yeah. Right. But like, Rumpelmans, a little bit stronger.
I love it. It's got a festive looking bottle.
Yes, the bottle is very cool.
It's but it does ruin you. I mean, it does. You feel that
won't
drunk.
Take long.
You feel that drunk in your nervous system.
Well, let me say 3 things real quick to remind you all of another thing. 3 wise men.
Gross, disgusting. Fucking.
You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Lyndon.
Yeah. Well, I
hate.
It is the worst. I hate tequila and I hate Jack Daniels. So, or was it?
Do you remember me getting you that?
I could only drink.
You got me. Yes.
You never had that before?
No.
You had the other ones before.
Fucking disgusting.
Other than Gas Chamber.
A double shot.
Then they had the Four Horsemen.
It was doubled. It was
Then
it was like a big old cup for Lyndon. And I'm like, take it like a shot.
I was underage too. We were in the village. We were in the village of East Davenport. What the fuck?
God,
what was that? Was that Kilkenny's in the village?
No.
What was that place called?
Downtown. It's the corner one.
What was the place?
11th Street, probably.
No, it was
there's
shittier.
The Mound.
It was a place it's not been there for a while now. I think it was something else.
Shit, I don't remember.
But Beer Stew.
The Stuber.
That's what it was.
Is that where you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Because we sat in the way back, and it was like Thursday night, and they weren't carding, and I was like,
they're doing open mic, and Jordan G. Jordan, we got to get you on the podcast, buddy. Jordan D, for sure.
I saw him on Halloween. We were trick or treating. He had his kid, and he was like, Freddy Krueger, man, that's awesome. I was dressed as Freddy.
I seen him randomly. Anyway, and he's beautiful, man. And we got to have him on the podcast because he's a great dude. Musician. Anyway, go ahead, buddy.
That was it.
That's fuck.
I had a double shot.
It was a double shot.
All right, so the 3 wise men.
I remember saying this to
But there's
Shug
worse.
one night. Yeah. Was that the one that made you puke, right?
The Four Horsemen is just those.
What's the one that made you puke at fucking...
one more. That.
Was it?
It is.
Yeah, and I literally looked at everybody and I go, if I take this, I'm throwing up.
I remember.
The bartender even said she was cool with it.
Yeah, and then I threw up at the fucking bar, and she's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I told you I was gonna do it.
Right on the floor, dude.
I fucking told you.
I look over and I just see...
Listen.
Hey, I told you I was gonna do it. Should have put a 5-gallon bucket in front of me.
And then I went in the bathroom and said, "Piss all over the bitch for my bro."
No, but I threw up there, and then ran to the bathroom. And on the way to the bathroom, I threw up on the wall on the way to the bathroom.
So you had the extra velocity, of running into the bathroom, and so it's like does the puke travel faster because you're running, or is it like the extra force because you're in such stress,
or like the running? It's like I'm forcing my body's going get this out faster because you're doing more.
Dude. I mean, it's like. When I vomited in the movie theater when I was 12. Did you not know that?
No, I want to hear this fucking
pretty sure
story.
I told you this story. Okay.
This episode is called
This is the puke episode. Well, I was only like
Exorcist.
I was 12
Vomit
and
style.
we were there to see
could always call it pea soup.
we're there okay, no listen. This was Grinders spaghetti.
Grinder.
That's about what it sounded like.
By the way, I love that place.
We were going to.
Yeah, sponsor
Me
us.
too.
We were
Really?
going.
Okay.
We were there to see Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, which I was super excited about. And my older sister, and her boyfriend at the time took me and my younger sister. And right before we left, we'd eaten like a just ridiculous amount of grinders. I mean, spaghetti, meat, the fucking big ass meatballs, and like
The
pizza
gondola,
bread.
you got the gondola too.
Bro, everything. The pizza bread.
Oh, the cinnamon bread.
I was such a fat turd of like a 12-year-old, you know.
Yes.
Puberty had only like just kind of hit, and I was just getting fat, and I was angry, and I was hungry all the time, and I hadn't started doing drugs, so things were not easy, and we went and I ate all this food, and we got about like I don't know. Halfway into the movie, it's about the
Which
part,
is a long fucking
it's the
movie,
part,
by the
yeah,
way.
yeah. It's been 90 minutes already, and it's like the part they're in like the swamp of like souls. There's like all the dead souls in the swamp, and there's like gushing around, and I was like, oh man, my fucking stomach does not feel great. And then it's just, and then it like, it was like it skyrocketed. Like, you know, when you feel nauseous, and then like in minutes you're like, oh, this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't care what it is, I'm gonna fucking vomit. And we're sitting right in the middle of the fucking the aisle because of course we are, because it's the best spot in the fucking theaters.
No.
And this is old theaters, so this is the old seats and shit.
Oh yeah, so it's not nearly as comfortable.
I
as
mean,
it
it's
is now.
still
It's like a fucking building.
It's still 53rd Street, but like they hadn't renovated it and everything. So I have to get up, and I'm like inching like through people, like
Logan inching to go ahead.
We get through, and as soon as I get to the stairs, and it's like those really wide, long stairs that you have to like skip down.
It's literally like if you were a drunk person trying to go down those, you'd be fucked. So
Or somebody who really had to puke, because that's exactly what happened. Because I'm like hurrying. I'm like, I just need to get to the bathroom and fuck puke. And so like in my haste, I'm sort of like skipping, like step after step into where I just stop and just feebly put my hand over my mouth and just like spaghetti
Oh, my favorite word.
out of like from between. I was like Bane. I was like, oh my god, and it's just fucking splatter of fucking spaghetti all over me, all over like the steps, and like, I mean, is like you see like the wave happen in like a stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a meteor had hit. Like the fucking people right next to me went whoosh. There's this crowd of people that jumped away, and I was just like,
And then tiny Emily baby stood up and goes, he's gonna be my
I'm gonna marry her. She was in Pittsburgh.
okay.
So, anyways,
She was
the best part, the funniest part, the part that makes me laugh, because this is all still like so embarrassing. I mean, to be 12.
Oh yeah,
That's the worst age to puke in front of like 150 people, you know?
Yeah.
And I walk down and I make it down to the end of the stairs and out into like the hall, and I'm going to the bathroom, and there's like this attendant standing outside the theater, and he's just standing there. He's just standing there like this with like a broom and like a dustpan. And I've got puke on me. And I had these white Addies that were just like very clearly covered in orange vomit. And I go up to this guy, I'm like, somebody just puked in there. He looked at me with like the most soulless eyes, and he's like, there's nothing I can do about it.
fucking A.
I just went in the bathroom and fucking like washed myself up, and it was gross. And my sister came out, and I went out, sat on the car for like 20 minutes, came back in, and I went and finished the movie the next day. It was shitty. But like the only time I'd have like a public vomiting where it wasn't alcohol induced, and not only that, but it was just purely from overeating, because it wasn't like poison food, because we had all eaten it and everybody else was fine. It was just gluttony. I just like ate so much, I got so excited, I just puked in front of all these people. There's like all these people around here that have this memory too, You know?
Oh, really?
Like, well, you think about
Oh
it.
yeah, there was a lot of people there that probably
I've
freaked
never
out.
been. The only time I've been in a theater.
all dead. Who gives
Maybe.
a fuck?
Maybe this was pre 9/11.
Yeah, they probably died in the fucking buildings.
No, was it? This was after
Wow.
9/11.
They died in 9/11.
Nah, this is after
Fuck 'em.
9/11. They
You're
died.
fine.
They died during COVID.
Probably. That's what I'm saying. You're fine. You're fine. Nobody
But-
remembers it now.
No, guarantee people do because I have no memory of being in a theater when somebody puked other than when it was me. And I'll never forget that.
I got one.
Yeah?
I got one. And we all know her.
Oh man, I hope you
Took her
you
to
induced this.
Saw 3, and I'm a piece of shit. And it's that part where they cut into the skull,
Yeah.
and they expose it, and it looks real as fuck.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend at the time, let's just say BL, is sitting next to me. And she's watching this, and all of a sudden she goes, oh, that's gross, and then just leans forward and goes, and me being a piece of shit boyfriend, I just laughed at her.
I love you, man.
So
I hate you,
you're not.
We are the king.
You should have stayed in Ripping Corpse.
So you're not the only one who's thrown up in a motherfucking movie theater. Dude, and it was all
so
over
bad.
the fucking ground in
I
front of
don't
us.
feel so bad.
And like I literally should be the boyfriend
What are you gonna
rubbing her back,
What
like,
is he
oh my
gonna
god,
do,
are you
Lyndon? That's a
okay?
good
No,
point.
no,
You're a
I
great
just
boyfriend, Lyndon.
I
What
instantly
what is he gonna do?
I instantly started
If Emily
fucking
did that.
laughing. I just started laughing. Like I was
if
like,
Emily did that, what are you gonna do?
I was like,
You're
in
a
my
great
head, I was like,
boyfriend.
it wasn't even that fucking bad. It wasn't that bad.
I mean, no, it's like
I would stuff my fingers down my own throat and puke too, if I was a good boyfriend.
Oh yeah, it made me sick too.
Because it didn't. But
I mean, it would ruin everything.
Dude, I'm talking
ruin.
like everywhere.
Right.
Like it
Ruin.
splattered on my shoes and I was still laughing.
oh man,
God, I've had.
let's lighten it up.
I don't know if I'd be able to handle. I don't know if I'd be able to handle that. I'd probably vomit. Like I cannot handle.
Yeah, like watching other people
Oh, I
throw
love
up sometimes, but like that was
Never.
pure. Like I'm a piece of shit, and
Yeah.
it was pure comedy to me that she was so grossed out by a movie that I was like, all right, that looks so cool and so real. I'm so bought in, and I'm like, that looks fucking real, looks legit. And then she's just like, just like all over the ground because it was
BL, by the way, stands for Blumpkin.
For sure. Yo, motherfucking Blumpkin.
oh my god.
Hello, babe. I don't know. I'm gonna try and work Blumpkin into that.
Chilada about it.
Jesus.
You know
dude.
what? I think that meant
that
you
those
needed
are the
to just
two-
puke on her.
Like,
Oh, there was one. So
I was trying to think if I actually ever
I
did
can
throw
think
up
of-
on
I
her
can
on
think of-
accident.
I can think of the funniest public vomit that I witnessed, and that was at the fair, the Mississippi Valley Fair.
Oh yes, here we go.
And I was there with.
Guaranteed this was
I
fair.
was there with. This is
Guaranteed it.
very unfair, but very of the fair.
The devil is in all of you.
Fucking headphones fell off.
Oh, that's the name of the episode. Very unfair. Unfair at the fair. You bitch. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
I was there. Okay, how is this even going to top? No, it will.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
We were in line. We were standing in line for something. I was there with my older sister, and I was there with both my sisters, my older sister and my younger sister. And my older sister is wearing a white T-shirt. That'll come back in.
Fuck. Foreshadowing like a
Oh,
motherfucker.
the story's not that long. It's coming. And you remember that ride? I think it was called the Zipper. Kind of looks like a
Already hate it.
chainsaw. Kind of
Yep.
looks like a
Hated
chainsaw. It's
it.
got
Yep.
like hot dog shaped thing, and the cages spin
Yep.
around.
Hated it.
Right. awful. Yeah. Somebody else hated it too, really bad, because they just puked while they were on it.
Story's over.
And we're like downstream from this thing. And I somehow didn't get hit at all, but my sisters get misted. I mean, misted. Like
Stephen King's
it
The
was
Mist.
like God came down with a little squirt bottle of vomit and was just like, there you go. And I remember both of them being like, whoa, like you didn't know what happened at first. It's like, you know,
the fuck?
It's like dotted. Suddenly her shirt's got orange polka dots on it. Oh, and it was like 106 degrees too. So,
Oh, dude. I bet it smelled
it was
fucking
bad. We
nasty.
left. I mean, we left immediately, and I was like, thank God, I fucking hate the fair.
It's
So
probably somebody that had a fucking Malort shot before they went on the bitch.
or they were dreaming about it.
Oh,
Like,
my
If it
God.
was a Ruppelbit shot, it'd probably smell okay.
This just reminds me of the Sandlot when they all thought it was cool to take chew.
Yeah.
It just fucking threw up on that ride.
You ever had a chew story, or did I already tell my story on there?
What?
My chew story?
No.
True story or true story?
Chew.
Like where you took a dip.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This happened. I've had it happen when I was like 25.
Yeah, no, this is when I was like,
I got lightheaded and fucking
probably
threw up.
8. I'm trying to think. Whenever minor league baseball is, and somebody brings real chew. That's somebody. I won't say his name. End up getting like lip cancer, like at an early age. Anyway,
That's fucking crazy.
This dude fucking brings real chew, and I think it's big league chew because that's all I've been
Oh,
chewing.
God. So you chew on it
And
like it's
he
gum.
tells me to take a big old thing, and I go, fuck, this doesn't look like big league chew. And this is like in between, the half or whatever. So I got plenty of time, and I take it, and he's opposing team, and, he's a great dude. And I put it in, I start chewing on it, and I'm such a tart, like, because I'm like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm just chewing on it like it's bubble gum, still not realizing it's not bubble gum.
Disgusting.
And then I just swallowed it. Big fucking thing.
Oh.
So I get about halfway to the fucking porta potty, and I just pass out and just fucking blam! Like there's no way.
Oh, yeah. It's the nicotine fucking lightheaded the first time you've ever done that. Like, oh, fuck.
I mean, it's for sure. I passed out.
Yeah.
I remember waking up and an older lady who's like, "This is Buffalo, so there's not too many people there." But she's like, she goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm fine." And I look down and I just see, again, puke story, puke everywhere. Right. So I passed out, puked, probably knocked myself out basically with it or something. And I was fine though as a young buck. And I got up and went to the porta potty, and it was no big deal. But dude, it literally made me pass out. And then the coolest part was when I came out of the porta potty, that was Denise. What was it? Denise Richards from Wild Things. She was there, and she goes, "Do you want to make out with me and Nev Campbell?"
Oh, my. I was wondering where the fuck this is going.
Where the story went, you bitch. Anyway, puke.
But no, all right. So to think about this though, how fucked up is it that they had made candy and gum to go, hey, one day you're just gonna do nicotine. You're just gonna try this. Like Big League Chew looks like Redmond fucking chew when you pull it out of the fucking package. It looks exactly the fucking same.
Right.
And then they had candy cigarettes for us to fuck around with when we were
I was
kids.
gonna say that too, and it's just like it's either really, really smart or really, really stupid. Maybe with the Big League Chew, they were like, well, I mean, what are kids gonna do? Try and chew tobacco, like
Obviously.
obviously it's fucking happened a billion times, I'm sure by now. I didn't do it. Nobody in my family.
I tried.
I watched Lyndon smoke, and I'm going to tell you what. There's nothing. I hate to say this. There's nothing cooler than somebody smoking, man. Because I grew up with that propaganda. Lyndon smoking's like really cool looking.
I was the coolest smoker.
Oh, dude, I'm thinking of. Okay, let's bring it back.
I would just smoke 2 cigarettes at once.
That Three Wise Men night.
Yeah,
and it's Kilkenny's, and you're trying to find your car, and I just see you walk past the window 5 times while smoking because you're just like a fucking zombie. Like, oh, fuck's my car. Yeah. One of the funny, I've never laughed harder, Shug. You were there, but you were just ungodly drunk.
I was fucking gone.
Everybody just lets me go. I'm blacked
Literally,
out.
I'll be fine. It's right down the road.
It was true.
And you were fine.
Yeah.
And you're still here.
Yeah.
But again, we don't condone Lyndon or anybody doing that. What we
I don't
do
condone any of us doing it.
Definitely not. Fuck no. Uber's way cheaper than a fucking DUI.
right.
Fuck.
I've had one.
Fucking
I know that.
Tell you, it happened eventually.
Do you want to tell that story?
It's not.
Because I kind of want to know
not,
that.
It's not a story, really.
It's just it happened to
Did
him.
you
told
puke
it
on
to
the
you.
cop?
No, there's
God.
nothing. I was barely drunk. It was just the wrong time to be pulled over for a stupid thing. That's it. There's no fun story with that.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I paid like $4,500
Jesus.
and got lucky that all I had to pay over
Right.
the like year-long process.
And you didn't get a fucking breathalyzer installed in your fucking vehicle.
Nope.
It cost
Nope.
insane
It's
amount.
ridiculous.
It's like they don't want people to have fun anymore.
I did date a girl.
No,
who,
it's called a fucking Uber, man.
I did date a girl
I get it. I'm just
who
joking.
cut one of those out of her car. I did. Watched her do it. Watched her do it.
How the fuck did that even work? Like, how did she not get caught?
And she did.
It didn't. And she did.
I'm not going to get
It
caught.
doesn't work. It's not something you can do. She was like watching. She was like watching.
Oh
She was
my
watching how to
God.
do it on YouTube as she's doing
course.
it. And the guy's like, "There's like a 70-30 chance this will work, but it's probably not going to work." And she's just like, just cuts it out.
Goes with it anyways. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Jesus
But
Christ.
I was really lucky. I got super lucky.
Yeah.
That all I had to
you didn't
do
have to deal
was
with all that
pay
bullshit.
less than didn't have that, and it only happened once. And,
Yeah.
and I had like 10 people message me when it got out that I'd had one, and they're like, "Hey, congratulations on your first."
It's like, what a fucked up thing to
Fuck
say.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck
Like-
all of you. I remember everybody that
Lyndon
messaged
was
me
in
that.
the DUI ban at the
All
time.
of
They're
them-
like, hey, man.
Hey, the last person we were talking
finally.
about,
Yeah.
my date on that time, she's had like 2 or 3 at this point.
Yeah,
then apparently she's flipped her life around and doesn't even fucking put a drink to her
Yep.
lips at all.
Cool, good for her. You know, all these
Well,
other,
you
all these
said
people.
Uber, because you can keep drinking.
I can tell you all
whoever
those
are.
people. I know all these people that fucking said that to me,
Yeah.
and Clarissa too. Like, because Clarissa had gotten one, they have all had multiple since, and I just
Of course.
eat my dick, you fucking losers, you piles of shit. I can do drugs and not get caught, like you fucking retards.
It's not even about like getting caught. It's just being fucking responsible.
Well,
in the sense
yes,
that, like,
so I be responsible at home when I do drugs, and I don't go drive around. You fucking retards.
exactly.
There we go.
Exactly.
But I think there should be a thing called public popular opinion judgment. Which means, like, if you're really cool when you get your DUI,
Oh, my God.
like Lyndon,
All right.
and you're like talking to the cops,
Yeah.
you're like, "Hey, I play fucking bass, pit lorry, bitch, shit."
I work at Happy Joe's
fuck
too.
yeah.
You're like,
"Hey, I'm Shug and I'm a fucking wrestler, you piece of shit."
I don't think it would work.
And then they're like, "Oh man, we're gonna play this for the judge," and then the judge is like, "He was pretty cool."
Get judges got pit vipers on. The judge is like, I don't know, man. This guy.
Hey, I don't know. I'm kind of hungover myself. I think he's okay.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Idiocracy style. You know what I mean?
Well, so
Let me wake myself
this
up a little
guy,
bit.
Chart says you talk like a fag.
Oh, God.
Your shit's all fucked up.
Your shit's all fucked up, and it's okay because my wife was a part.
I can't believe that nobody's like
trying.
trying to be in a piece of shit about that movie and trying to cancel that movie. I'm like, no,
they probably-
that
It's just
exists.
long, and they got murdered by Jeepers
so
Creepers. Said they feel bad.
They probably.
You idiots. They feel bad.
That's
for
no. If you
Justin Long.
no, that's true. If you try to cancel Idiocracy,
Yes.
you are an ableist. Because Justin Long got his face eaten off.
Did you say analyst?
Ableist.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's also a piece of shit and fucking what's that movie? Barbarian. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. That movie.
I haven't watched that yet.
Barbarian.
Everyone keeps telling me to
Yeah,
watch
no,
it.
he's
Justin
a piece
Long's
of
in
shit.
that?
Oh yeah, he's
I
a
gotta
piece of
watch
shit.
it then.
I actually cheered to want to watch him die.
Did you know?
Really?
Did
I
you
like
know
that.
that chick that was in that movie Smile recently? You
Which
know
I
who
have
that-
not seen, which everyone puts over like fucking crazy, which I need to watch.
I could tell you, from what I've seen of it, it's like, nah. But you know who that girl is?
No.
That's Kevin Bacon's daughter.
What?
Yeah, and her
Wow.
last name is still Bacon. Her name's like Betty Bacon.
That's fucking
I
I was gonna bet it was Betty Bacon.
That is not her first
Holy
name, but
shit,
it's like
that's fucking funny
it's like
that
a
it's- you just
regular
threw that out
name.
there.
Oh my god!
Well, it makes you think like Kevin Bacon had such a it rolls off the tongue. You know, you don't think about it. but
Right,
like,
right.
Like a girl whose name
I
is
mean,
like
that
Sarah
is a
Bacon.
wild thing, like
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon. And
He was in that, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see him
we're
in
an
the
hour in, boys? Hold on. I know that you had something to do, and I'm going to let you know. Plugs are already controlled. Now we have our website, and I
Yes,
I
we
want to
don't
put
have
that
to
over
fucking plug it.
before I forget. I have to. I did it last weekend. Don't worry about it.
Don't have to charge it.
And again,
You know,
I'm just
it's
going to
already
do it.
plugged in.
Hold on. I'm going to do it.
Are you watching Skanks? You were watching Legion of
Yeah,
Skanks.
of course I'm watching
It's a
Legion
good
of
show.
Skanks. Let me go ahead and
You
put
should
it.
watch Legion of
Yeah.
Skanks.
I have
it's
never
one of the
heard of
greatest.
it, but it sounds
Hilarious.
fantastic.
Shows, my friend, and again, we can see it now. It's crazy that these shows are happening because all three of them.
Oh yeah, the casket robbery. That one got announced the night after or the day after we recorded our
Yeah,
last
and you were
episode.
saying you couldn't say what it
Yeah,
was.
that's the
So
one I was
And all
thinking
I'm
of.
saying is these people you're seeing on this podcast, they're doing things live, and this is going to be a great way to do it because every week we do plugs, but we don't necessarily show that like they're playing with bands, and it's kind of this is like, is this petty for me to ask you guys this? Probably, but as a fan of just anything, I just go, man, until I see the flyer.
That's how I feel.
I hate to say
No,
it.
Yeah.
I feel that. I
There's
feel the
an
same way.
art in that, and then look at that. Like, look
Right.
how cool these fucking
I made
these
the Obsidian Hammer one. I made that flyer.
guys. Look at
Yeah.
what he did, and they can see us. And I'm telling you, like, look at Landers, fucking vision right there, because that shit is fucking
I
badass.
booked the show. I made the flyer. I booked all the bands. It's my
And
show.
it puts it
Yeah.
into perspective, you know, that obviously, again, I don't want to say multi-dimensional or whatever they say in business, but it is true. Like you have to think about everything. And right now there's so much to do because it is DIY when you're metal, man. I don't care that you're, the big four or whatever. You guys are thinking about like the mountaintop when you think about metal. Sorry, guys. Like
That's
most
not
of
always
it,
how it
most of
works.
it was DIY for the bands we
Very
love.
punk. Very
Shadows
punk.
Fall, DIY.
I mean,
You know,
it
these
even,
bands that
I even say like
Yeah.
it helps to know how to do these things for when you have somebody or say an entity of some sort doing them for you.
Right.
And if you don't get good at doing this stuff or have an eye for it, it helps you. You're going to be without that sight to see when you're working with somebody you shouldn't probably work with. Like if you were going to wrestle with a new fucking promotion and they showed you this flyer that was just absolute dog shit.
Oh, right away you'd be like, well, obviously this
what
is going to
is
be a
going
show
on
that's
here?
going to completely
Yeah.
suck, and I'm
Like,
going to
what the
mail
fuck
it in
is-
probably.
Like, do you guys not even care?
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And anything else that applies to anything else that you can.
I mean, look how
learn to do
cool
yourself.
that is with Shuggy's face right there.
Yeah, it looks really good. Just like
Literally.
I can't even
a
tell
rad
what it
flyer.
is from here, but the colors and just the way it's like,
But
the placement and everything looks fucking great.
And that's on wrestlingwithmusicandlife.com, guys. We're trying to make a center stage for us. You know, Lyndon has a lot of other things that he hasn't done yet. He has a lot of solo project ideas that he doesn't want to talk about here. I'm going to put it over. It's better than mine. A lot. It sucks. I want to kill myself when I hear his shit, and he doesn't even remember what he recorded 14 years ago. You know? So here's the point.
The scary thing is how accurate that number probably is by now.
I think it's 7.
Yeah,
It's
that's
7.
probably
Hey, close.
I still
enough.
have it.
You only
and again,
exaggerated half.
it's a work in progress. He was,
Yeah.
Would you have your Warlock?
What
was it?
No, yeah, it would have been the Warlock.
The
then.
Warlock guitar that had a sunken in pickup. And most
first,
people won't know what that means, but
I mean, it
let's
still
just say
sounded fine.
somebody fucking screwed it.
Still
Screwed the
found it.
pooch.
It still sounded fine.
It did. And
A
I want to
child
say,
owns it now and plays it regularly, and it's got all
Nice.
fixed up and everything. So I do not have that guitar anymore.
I hope his name's Johnny Warlock. Anyway, I want to say that this has been a great episode on YouTube. Maybe Shuggy stick around for a bit. Lance has to say goodbye. Is there anything you want to plug? Any
that's
humans you want to put over before you go? Put over some brothers and sisters.
You should listen to Gaunt. You should listen to Frontal Assault. You should listen to The Rising Plague. You should listen to Empty Graves. You should listen to Casket Robbery. You should listen to Illusion of Fate. You should listen to Pit Lord. You should look into what bands are playing around you instead of fucking asking people where the show's at, because it's literally all at your fingers.
It's really easy to find local shows, man.
Yeah,
Who's going to be playing?
Tribal Gaze.
There's also, absolutely, 100%. You should listen to Tribal Gaze. You should listen to Coffin Feeder. I got this shirt today.
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
Finally.
Oh, shit, I didn't even realize that was the shirt you were wearing.
Yeah.
That's fucking rad as fuck.
That is cool.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I'm friends
you
with
see
this
all the
artist.
stuff that's going on that, dude?
Dude,
So
I have
fucking
right there,
cool.
bro. I got the whole screen right there, buddy. You're fine.
fucking-
I've coffin fed this whole fucking episode.
I'm friends with that artist now on Facebook.
Well, get the bitch on. Tell him to come on.
The artist's name is Dan Goldsworthy.
Oh, fuck.
And
all
he's
right,
done
cool.
he's done a bunch of shit for Aborted and like a lot of the
weight in
fucking
gold.
Dude. The art he's done is fucking ridiculous. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So definitely check him out. Listen to Coffee Feeder. Listen to Vomit the Soul. Listen to your mom when she gives you advice. That's it. I gotta go home.
Vomit Your
buddy,
Soul
you've been
kind of
great.
like goes with the
Shug,
episode.
Put over some brothers and sisters real quick.
All of them. Well, I
You
mean,
got 'em in your mind.
Also, the other flyer that I'm going to be a part of is the AAW show in February.
That'll be up.
February 17th. That flyer's rad as fuck. I'm not on it, but that's okay. I don't need to be on the flyer. The flyer itself is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I know all the brothers and sisters on the flyer.
Hell yeah.
And they're all fucking fantastic. Jake Something, being the AEW heavyweight champion, literally went from being on pre-shows where I was on main shows and now is the fucking AEW heavyweight champion.
Fuck.
And is the fucking man. Like literally like jacked as fuck. And he's over as fuck everywhere he goes. It's just crazy to watch the evolution of that dude. And he's a huge metal guy.
Yeah.
Literally went all the way from where he's from. Came all the way to Iowa to watch Knotfest in Iowa. I'm like, bro, why the fuck do you come all the way here? He was like, dude, it's Knotfest in Iowa.
Nice.
I fucking laughed so hard, but I was like, dude's cool as fuck. Huge metal guy into fucking horror. We talked Halloween.
You think we can get that brother on?
It'd be very hard. He's a very busy guy. He's not fucking relatively close at all.
Okay.
So, but again, that's just awesome to watch.
I want to say, again, I'm not trying to cut you off. You just reminded me of something. I am going to try doing Skype. I have to get an Ethernet line in here. I'm just being honest with the fans. It's hard because I got a lot going in this house. So, again, brother, we might see on Skype if we start doing it.
That would be awesome.
We might also, and this is kind of the announcement, brother. I know there's no mic on you, buddy.
Oh,
There's no
we
mic
could
on
fucking Skype fucking.
I'm
all the
gonna
time.
probably have a.
I mean, I live next door, so I just walk over. But like, I mean, for anybody else, I mean,
And the brothers and sisters that want to come in,
Yeah.
there's probably at least a bed or a couch or something for you.
yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, fucking
know.
whole ass fucking living room you could have to do.
All right, let me sign off. I want to say he put over some brothers. He put over some brothers. No sisters. Son of a bitches.
Hey, no, I put over every sister that was on the flyer for AEW.
That's true. That's true. I want to say you guys have been great. Wrestling with Music and Life are doing a bunch of things right now. We are literally check out the website. That's all I got to say. And love y'all. Take it easy.